A little nap time. We are using, let's put it the right way. We are using Sonnet's Maker's Box. It is her second birthday. We should have had cake. What were we thinking? All right, we got a couple train people coming up yet. Somebody get a cake. Get Sonnet a cake. Or some candles at least. I don't have a cake. I have milk paint. Look at this milk paint. This is the one that came in June's box, and it is called Gumdrop, but I added a little bit of lemon drop to it. A gumdrop and a lemon drop. It's got to be good, right? So I put these two colors together to get this limey green color. I can't wait to see what it looks like. So this is Sonnet's birthday, and it is, well, not her actual birthday. So, woo woo, here they all come. All right, choo choo, choo choo. The train is stopping. The train is taking a break. And we are going to craft. We had a little bit, hello everyone. We had a little bit, you know what? I need to turn this on. Um, we had a little bit of a break where we didn't have anybody to fill the train. So I decided I would craft with you. I told Sandra that I would just talk, but we thought maybe crafting would be better. So hey Christina and Carolyn at Morning Quest Studios. It is Sonnet's birthday. For those that are on the train, still on the train, and you're coming up soon, get Sonnet a candle, two candles. It is her second birthday of the Maker's Box. She needs candles. I don't know why I didn't think of it until I was live. So somebody grab her some candles. Okay, we have to get started because this train does not stop for very long. It is what time do I go into Missy at 3:20. So I have about a half an hour. You're not 2 years old, your box is 2 years old. So this is milk paint. I am doing these corbels. I'm going to tell you what I did and then I'll show you the products. So I took Extra Bond and I put it on these corbels so that it prepared the surface for my paint. These corbels were a little on the glossy side. They are curtain holders. They're for your curtains. Let me move this one out of the way. They go on the wall like this and your curtain goes through it. Who wants to do that? So these are now corbels and you can put your book stacks in here. So woo, woo, thank you for your purchase, guys. My buy it now is full. So you can get yourself some gumdrop and some lemon drop milk paint in there. You can grab some recycled paper. I don't have all my paper loaded. I ran out of time. I did get all of my boxes except for one packaged up, ready for shipment from this morning, which that is fantastic. So if you're using milk paint, you're going to see this first coat is very thin. I wish I could, yeah, it's not, what's your name? Sylvia is on here, and Sylvia's going to make sure you have all the details because I am crafting. I am the crafting stop along the way. So we're going to paint these corbels in this lemon drop gumdrop color. It's kind of like a yellowy lime green. It is so fun. Who doesn't love green? Green is one of my favorite colors. I have many. Old 57, which was in this month's box, that is my absolute favorite DIY color. It is my absolute. And saying DIY today makes me think it's Whiskey Wednesday, in case anyone follows me on my normal channel. Whiskey Wednesday, I go live on Wednesdays, and anytime I say DIY, we all take a drink. So we better shove him over so I have room to paint. I'm painting the backside of these two. And then I'm also going to paint a frame while these are drying. Hopefully, we're going to get these done. The first coat of paint goes on really light. Don't worry about that. It goes on light. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Yes. So what I did is I put on some extra bond first. There is extra bond on these corbels. I'm calling them corbels. You might tell me they're curtain holders, but in my life, they're corbels. I put some extra bond on, and then I took the beeswax bar. This is also in my buy it now, and I put the beeswax bar onto some of the edges so that we go back to this creamy white paint that's on here. And the extra bond is going to cause us to have a little bit of crazing. And it's also going to make sure that the paint sticks to this shiny surface. Sometimes milk paint has a mind of its own and it's not gonna stick. It's gonna flake right off. If you've ever had that, it's so upsetting. And you have only two choices. One, throw it in the garbage, or two, sand it all off and start over. So hopefully I was tired of that. I was tired of my milk paint coming off on shiny surfaces when I thought that I added the extra bond to the paint. And then I also found out that DIY's Salvation Solution would make sure that the paint stuck on there. So when we couldn't get Salvation Solution, we can get it now. I just haven't ordered it yet. When I find some time, I'll order it. I found out that Salvation Solution did the same thing. It made sure that the milk paint stuck. So then we couldn't get that. So, okay, here's Connie's brain. Something else has got to work. So I tried the extra bond onto the surface first instead of adding it. Excuse me, adding it into the paint. I'm talking way too much. So there we are. There is a first coat on these. Are you loving that color? We have that paint mixed up. I'm going to switch a little bit. And I have this frame. So this frame is a plastic frame. It's oval. We're going to put my favorite paper, the Blue Heron, into this frame. It is my all-time favorite. Sonnet could ask me a million times which paper was my favorite. And I will say that Blue Heron every single time. She challenged me. We're going to use cake batter. That was also in one of Sonnet's Maker's Box recently. This is a DIY paint. It was so recent that I still have it sitting here. Not much left. But it is a DIY paint, so one coat usually works pretty well. Of course, this is a white frame, so and we putting a light yellow color on it. So we're going to give it two coats, and then we're going to put that Blue Heron paper in there. And that Blue Heron paper is stunning. And its background, I don't remember, Sonnet, maybe you remember, if we used cake batter when we did this box. But the background has some tones of cake batter in there to me. I think we used, what's the purple called? French Millinery. So I think we used French Millinery, and I'm not sure if we used cake batter or not. Oops, let's get back on camera here. Okay. While these two dry, just a tiny bit, I'm going to let you know that I have Santas, 5 Santas in my buy it now. 5 Santas for $3. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a flash sale. Oh, why don't I see them? Huh. Why don't I see them? Where are they? One moment, please. Blue iris or water lily. Those two together. I can't see us using those two together, Sonnet. I think the blue iris is in there. It looks like I used the blue iris, but I don't know if it was both of those together. We used one of them. Yes, one of them. We did use water lily. I know we used water lily because I see it in here. I see it in the blue heron. But I think the other one was cake batter, but I'm not sure. All right. I don't see my Santa paper. Darn it. Where did that go? Is it in auction? No. I don't know how to add it either. Hmm. Oh, well. Oh, I can add. Okay. Create a listing. I don't know. We're just going to put, we're just going to put a picture in there because we got to have a picture. And they were $3 and buy it now. And this one, okay. Bear with me, guys. Santa paper. You're going to get 5 Santas. I've never had to do this before. I'm learning something. And I have to put my shipping in. And then we're going to hit publish. Hopefully this works. And then, okay, then we're going to go back and let's see if it's in there. Yes. Okay. We're going to have a flash sale. All this just because I wanted to have a flash sale. And these, we'll run it for 45 seconds. Shoo! Maybe you don't even want them, but this Santa paper, I had a little issue when I was printing these and I could save the bottom corner. So they're $1.50 for 5 of the Santas. If you are purchasing anything out of my buy it now right now, go ahead and grab yourself a Santa, 5 Santas. You can create a whole lot of stuff with 5 Santas. Maybe in your inventory from last show. It might have been. I might have not pulled it out of that show. Yeah. Oh, you know what? When I said we should have baked Sonnet a cake, I'm using cake batter, guys. I'm using cake batter. Sonnet, I'm going to put a candle in this frame. All right, guys. I got to dry this. You know what? I don't know how they do this on Whatnot. I feel like I shouldn't be wasting any time. You're laughing. I know, right? And you're probably packaging boxes and listening to me ramble. But I'm going to put some candles in this frame. And that is your 2-year cake. Your 2-year cake. Make sure you get in on those Santa deal, guys. I had a little issue and I had all of those Santas. Do you know how long it's been since we did that paper, that Santa paper? I've kept them this whole time. Yes, I did. I kept them this whole time and I thought, you know what? I hate to throw these away. So I had to throw everything away because they were bad, except for the one corner. Especially when you guys, I know that you can do something with them. Let's run them again for another flash sale. We're giving that 50% off. If you didn't grab them now. We'll go for a little bit longer. It can go for a minute, 30 seconds because it don't matter. Let's create with those Santas. Okay, we're getting this one dried. Those two are drying as well. If you haven't been on the raid train, you really need to. It's been such a blast. I've been watching from afar. I've been packing boxes while I've been watching people. I absolutely love to see what they created with the box. And then I also like to see other people are loving it just as much. I just got everything listed since I'm the caboose for the show. You are the caboose. You'll have to bring your own birthday cake. Sonic, go whip one up real quick. I think last year she had a birthday cake. Did you have a birthday cake last year, Sonic? Or am I dreaming that? I'm going to leave that run on those two guys there. Did you have a birthday cake last year for your 1 year anniversary? All right. Putting the cake batter onto this frame. And then what I'm not going to show you is I'm going to dark wax this, but I'll do that later because I know this coat isn't going to dry. Not how I want it to. Hopefully you can't hear that heat gun drying. Probably can, but give me 2 minutes. Cake batter covers so well. Did anybody else ever notice that for a light color? I'm not that good. I hate baking. Yes, I did. And balloons too. See? I do remember some stuff. Okay. Let's move my gumdrop here. So I took this heron and I took the glass. I don't have the glass over here because I don't trust myself. But I put the glass over top of where I wanted the blue heron to be cut out. And then I put it on the back side. And I thought I did this one, but I must have switched it up. And then I take a pencil line on the back side of the paper and draw where I'm going to cut it out. And then we're going to cut this out. We are going to auction these items off. They're not going to be finished. You're going to have to just bear with me and trust the process that it'll all be good. And then I'll be able to send these items to you if you win the auction. If you don't want to trust me and nobody buys them, then they'll be available in another show. I'll take them to my store. Okay, so we have the blue heron all cut out, and he's going to go in that frame. Trust the process; they will turn out. Hey, you're right. Okay, I have my heat gun running. Well, we're going to turn it off right now. Hopefully, that wasn't too annoying. Now I'm done with my cake batter. I'm done making Sonnet's cake. So funny. And we're going to put a second coat on here. Look at how beautiful that covers that first coat up. It works amazing. That milk paint, just the second coat is the magic coat. Sometimes you do need a third coat if you want to make sure that you got some good coverage. I use some milk frother. Does anybody use a milk frother for your back, Sandra? I didn't know you left, but thank you. Does anybody use a milk frother for mixing their milk paint? Because I'm finding it gets so foamy and I don't know that I like it. I don't hate it, but I don't know that I like it. So spill the secrets, guys. That's what we're stopping here at this train station for, is we're sharing the secrets. I have extra bond on these corbels. So we're going to have some crazing going on. And I put some of the beeswax bar on here. So then we're going to have some of that off-white color come back through, because it's not going to stick. The beeswax bar is going to cause that paint not to stick. These, I have a corbel like this. Let me get it because it's right here. Here is a corbel that I did in milk paint. And this one was wood first, so you can see some of that wood coming through. But look at the crazing and cracking in that milk paint on this corbel. This is also a curtain rod, but I use it as a corbel, and I should have brought my books. You put books right here. You put it against a tin can. You put it against Sonnet's Maker's Box. It is stunning. I love them. This is two. When you bid on this, you will get both corbels. And you can either keep them for yourself, you can put them in your booth, whatever you want to do with them. Yep, we will need a third coat. I'm not going to worry about the backside there, guys. I will finish the backside and the bottom. These would be very pretty to have a plant hanger run through the hole. A plant hanger. Wow. Okay. That's a different idea. I love the beeswax bar and last forever. She has some in her bin. Yes, I do. Um, so what I do with this hole that's in here is I put a little birdie in there. You don't actually need anything in there once you put this as a bookend. It You don't need anything. People are going to know what it was used for, and they're going to be like, oh, she was clever. She was clever and found a different use for those. I donated mine to the thrift store. That's what they're going to say. All right, we are rating Missy from Family Oak Design, and that's at 320. So we got some time yet to see how these things are going to come right full around, and then we're going to auction them off. You know, when I'm on a Facebook Live, I can go back and I can see the comments that I missed, but on Whatnot, I don't know that I can see those comments that I missed. It's hard to craft and watch comments at the same time. This is Gumdrop and Lemon Drop. Gumdrop and Lemon Drop mixed together. One of my favorite things to do with milk paint is mix them together. If you watched one of my previous shows on Whatnot, it was called Zero to Hero, and I made a small cubby, and I mixed Gumdrop and Moody Blue together. Oh my gosh, that was a fantastic color. So I think it was Cindy from CNC DIY Factory that mixed Lemon Drop with her Gumdrop on this round. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's try that. Let's do that. So we're giving it a shot. Okay. We rated in from American Linen. Well, thank you so much, proud Amy Army Mom. Hello, hello. It was Sylvia from Backyard Brushes. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cindy. I called it. Whoops. Where'd I go? I lost myself. Here I am. Boy, am I having a time here. Apparently, I am not meant to craft on Whatnot. Okay, I'm back. Um, the Corbelin that framed blue heron is up for auction. Yes, it is. These are going to be stunning. Look at them. Look at that color. They are so springy. We're in spring right now. Well, we have a couple more days until we reach summertime. Thank you, April. Hi, Kathy. A huge raid. Yes, I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in, everyone. We are crafting today, and we are on a caboose for Sonnets Makers Box. It is, if you're new, Sonnets Makers Box is right here. This morning, I auctioned off all of the items that I've made with the Makers Box. Yes, stay on the raid, stay on the train. We've got some good people coming up. Thank you, Baba Relics. Yes, stay on the train. We got some good stops coming up. Yes, these are phenomenal. I'm hoping they continue to dry. Let's finish off this cake batter and see if we can get this one done. Yes, in my notes, you'll see all the shows that are left. Go hit my show notes. We can run that Santa paper again. That's not it, but that's me. But we have the Santa paper. I'll show you what it looks like. Right here, you get 5 of these Santa papers for $1.50. 5 of them. You got 5 different crafts you can make for Christmas for $1.50. That is such a good deal. such a good deal. And the rest of these girls, they have done such a good job. We are celebrating Sonnet's second birthday of her maker's box. What am I making, Pam? I am painting a frame right here that's going to be for this blue heron. He's going to go in there. And then I also have two milk painted corbels that I'm painting, and we're going to auction them off. At the end of this show, we're going to auction off these two corbels and this frame with the blue heron in it. They might not be totally finished, but I'll finish them for you. I'm going to add some liquid or big top to this frame, and then I'm going to add some dark wax just to give it some age. I didn't think it'd be dry enough to do that. I'm going to let that sit on those two for a minute. Okay. We have enough, it is dry enough for me to put this paper in it. When you have rice paper, you can grab the blue heron, a piece of cotton blue heron rice paper is in my show. Excellence on it. This is my favorite paper. Make sure you follow along to the caboose. 5 minutes, okay. Make sure you follow along to the caboose because Sonnet has this paper. This is my ultimate favorite paper. And then I take a white piece of paper, cut it out to the same size, put it in my frame, put the back on, and look at that. Now just think of it being this frame being a little bit more aged. It does have a piece of glass. Whoops, I'm burning my corbel. It does have a piece of glass that goes in there. I'm just not playing with the glass right now. So that, let's auction that off. Let's auction off that frame, that oval frame. We're going to go to 15 seconds. We're starting that auction. You can pick this up right here. This oval frame will be shipped to you. I'll finish it. Tracy looks like she's winning it. This is my absolute favorite paper. Tracy, you won that auction. Great job, girl. Just spilled my milk paint. I knew I would spill paint. If you are on my email list, if you're not on my email list, grab my email list, go to my website, grab my email list because I said I was going to spill paint. I just spilled my milk paint. Yay, Tracy. I'm so happy. We're going to dry these a little bit more and give it a third coat. And then we're going to auction them off. We have 1 minute. Hopefully we're going to get that done. Okay. Now, do I take paint off the table? Good thing I only have 1 minute. Okay, here is, this color is going to be really, really, really fabulous once I add the Sweet Pickins Dark Oil Wax, which is also in my Buy It Now. If you want the Sweet Pickins Dark Oil Wax, it's going to be in there. But look at how fabulous this color is. I just want to get one of these third coats on here. And then this is going to craze and crackle. And then some of that off-white is going to come through on the edges where I put the beeswax bar. And beeswax bars are also in my Buy It Now. Okay, what time do I got, Sylvia? Do I have to auction? Yes, I have to auction. Let's auction. All right, these are going to be done. I promise. They are auctioning off right now a pair of corbels. Anyone for a pair of corbels. They're not done, but they will be, and they're going to be amazing. So don't you miss out on it. Right here. Look at that. They're going to be amazing. 1 minute and we raid Family Oak Design. Yes. The colors are Gumdrop. Marla, thank you so much. Gumdrop and Lemon Drop. Gumdrop and Lemon Drop combined. So good. Marla, you got a stinking good deal. That is fabulous deal. Okay. Thanks all for stopping with me. Yes. Thank you, Sylvia. You are the best. Marla, you got a good deal. Yes, you did. Thank you. Gumdrop and Lemon Drop. Yes, those are the colors. And if you want, Gumdrop and Moody Blue make a really good one too. So they make kind of a turquoisey color. Create a raid. We're going to create a raid and we're going to go to Family Oak Designs. Thank you guys for all hanging out with me. Thank you for your purchases. I really appreciate it. And until next time, happy painting.